Hey everybody, it's Lori. I am here with another journal that I wanted to share with you. This one was kind of an experiment actually, because a long time ago I had ordered some chipboard online because I go through a lot of chipboard for my journals, and I ordered the Silhouette brand of chipboard, which is the kind that people will use if they want to cut shapes with their cameos or their other brands of silhouettes. And I did not realize until I got it how thin it was. And so it's just been basically sitting around not getting used. And I decided I was going to do a little experiment with it and see if I could still use it for a journal cover, but just make a soft cover with it. So what I did with it is I sprayed it with glycerin and water to try and keep it soft and supple, so it would still be soft and not rip or crack or tear or anything when it was getting handled or bent or anything like that. And I'm really happy actually with the way it turned out. So at least now I know that it's not going to go to waste, that I can still use it for these kinds of journals if I want to. So I will just go ahead and do a quick flip through here for you. For this journal I used Marion Smith's Junque Gypsy collection, and oh my god, I love this collection so much. I'm glad I ordered more than one set of it because I know I'm going to go through it like crazy. And in fact, I might even order more. It's probably my favorite collection of hers that she's done so far. And this little journal is about 6 by 4. And it has probably about 50 pages and 2 signatures inside. And I didn't keep the hard piece of chipboard for the spine. I just used all one piece of the thinner stuff and sewed a couple of signatures in that way. So let me just go ahead and flip through it here for you. Okay. Now for the front and back and the wraparound piece, this paper here is not from the collection. It is actually, I bought a little pack of napkins from the Michaels $1.50 spot, and they've gotten, I think they're new anyway, at least new to my Michaels. The little ones with hot air balloons on them. I think they're napkins. Maybe they're, I was going to say maybe they're facial tissues, but I think they are actually napkins. And I just Mod Podged them on the top part, or on the front. And then on the inside, I did the same thing with some napkins I had purchased at Joann's that had some really pretty little purple pansies on it. But on the chipboard, I had colored it with some Distress stain. And I think it was the peacock color. That's the Tim Holtz Distress stain. And then I Mod Podged the napkin on, so the aqua color is kind of bleeding through. It ended up really pretty. I like it. It matches the paper collection a lot. So I'll go ahead and flip through here for you. I did not do any stamping in this journal because this collection had so much ephemera and tag cutouts and everything. I just kind of thought maybe the stamping would just be too much because there's so much in the book already, and it's not that big, it's small. And I did add some paper flowers here and there. You know, it has a lot of things like this that you could just glue on the page. Or I suppose you could use it for a tuck spot, but I just glued them in place instead of leaving them up a little bit. And then some little crocheted flowers too from Michaels. almost all of the cutouts were on one page, and it had this paper here for a back. And I gotta tell you, this is the only paper of this collection that I don't like. I just really think that is ugly. So I'm glad that they were all cutout tags, because I would not have been happy with that page in the journal. This isn't too bad. This flowered paper here, that's really pretty. But yeah, this stuff, no way. I really, really like the hot air balloon pages. And the old ads. There's only one cutout actually that I could not fit in this journal because it is tall, a lot taller than the journal, and that was one of her big envelopes that you can cut out and glue together, but it would have stuck out the top quite a bit, so I unfortunately had to leave it out. Then all I did was I sewed a little button on the front here with some seam binding. I didn't sew it with the seam binding, but I sewed the seam binding into the thread with the button, and I'm just using it for a wraparound closure. Just, you know, something like that. I'm sure you get the gist of it. Anyway, that is my little journal, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch.